I was unmuted. It's very interesting, the points that have been raised by the three of you. I think if you go back and look at the text of the ordinance itself, you'll see that those are addressed in different ways. First of all, as to the rules and regulations and how things are going to actually run, that's addressed. It says that the commission may adopt such rules and regulations as it deems necessary and desirable for the regulation and conduct of meetings and activities. So the points that are raised about taking complaints and privacy, those are all going to be discussed when this thing gets started. And those things will be set up. And these are going to be public meetings. So again, the very valid privacy concerns that have been mentioned by Jen and Andy Goddard, those can be addressed and will be addressed as this goes forward. Also, I think if you look at the areas of authorities and responsibilities, you'll see that while this group has teeth, it is not a body that is supposed to be adjudicating anything unless the parties want them to adjudicate. You'll see in particular at point D, it's empowered to accept complaints relating to discrimination and refer the complaints to appropriate authorities. So this group is going to be kind of a clearinghouse for these kind of things. You see also as E, it says it can act as a mediator if the parties so desire. If the parties so desire, or refer to a local mediation group. This is not supposed to be a group that's adjudicating anything unless the parties say, "Could you help me talk about this?" And there's nothing in this that suggests that as Jen has just asked, whether or not monetary fines could be leveled against him. There's no suggestion that could happen. No suggestion whatsoever. And also, if you look at F, coordinate activities with and utilize the resources of other public and private human rights bodies. This is in clear recognition that we are a small town and that we need to be able to tap the resources of larger groups, whether they're regional, state, or national. So it's the idea that this group would sort of be a clearinghouse. But the main reason that we want to have that it would be a good idea for this to be at the local level, to Andy Scott's point, is that even though there's only 1,000 people in Chestertown, it's 1,000 people who are our citizens. And it's 1,000 people who are represented by this council. And it's 1,000 people who deserve to have their problems heard. Their problems heard and help to give them to them in an easier fashion than going to the county. And this is a real attempt to reach a hand out to those people in this town to say, we're here. We want to hear what you have to say. We want to help you. It's not a promise that we're going to necessarily resolve anything for them in a way that they want to resolve, but it's a hand out to them. It's a hand out to these people to say, we're here, we hear you, we understand that you have a problem, and we'll try to make you, we'll try to help you find a resolution of that. You also see that there's a significant part of this group that's supposed to be educating the public and helping people understand, including the people who are sitting on this council. This I see that A and B really overlap with what the advisory committee is going to be advising on. The advisory committee is only going to be advising. It's not going to be doing anything but making recommendations to the council. But this particular commission is going to be able to conduct public meetings and conduct programs for the public. And those are things that can be taken to the schools, to the churches, to neighborhoods, to porch parties, to Fountain Park, that's a very important aspect of this, because everybody needs to be better informed about discrimination, whether it's in public accommodation, employment, housing, recreation, education, or other areas. It's also I'll just remind you that this is there are many of us of a certain age or background, including this mayor and council, that need to understand that we're all coming late to this whole understanding of racial justice. This is truly a handout to the various minorities in our community. So I would urge you to pass this as proposed, knowing that there's going to be next steps. This is not the end. This is the beginning of the process, not the end of the process. Thank you.